Hi, my name is Sha'uri Esquivel, and my project for world literature is over the the Trojan horse. Sorry, it's over the Trojan horse. Um, my Trojan horse is looking a little rough right now. Yeah, so this is my Trojan horse. It's all taped up together just because I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up so that I can glue all this taped up pieces together and everything. So yeah, that it'll be ready to turn in soon. I made my Trojan horse out of a bunch of popsicle sticks. I thought about going all out and actually getting a bunch of sticks from outside, but I figured that's a little too much work. It's a little extra, to be honest, and it would just be so much easier just to do this with popsicle sticks. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. Um, and yeah. So okay, the origin of the Trojan horse ties back into the history of the Trojan War. The Trojan War basically started when Helen, Queen of Sparta, King Agamemnon's wife, eloped with the Prince of Troy, Priam. Um, when Agamemnon found out about the treasonous act, he went to Troy to try to retrieve his wife. And when it was apparent that she was not going to go back with him the easy way, he joined forces with Menelaus, who then declared war on Troy. Um, the Trojan War, during the Trojan War, Agamemnon and Menelaus, they were accompanied with a bunch of the Greek legendary heroes that we've all heard about, such as one of the most popular, Achilles. And they were also accompanied by Nestor, Ajax, and Odysseus. Um, with their help and with the help of 1,000 ships from many kingdoms and empires that they had conquered together and everything. Um, with their help, they all joined forces and laid siege on Troy. Um, they crossed the Aegean Sea. They traveled through the Aegean Sea to Asia Minor um, to try to retrieve Helen, the Queen of Sparta, King Agamemnon's wife. The siege lasted about 10 years. In between, there were battles and like skirmishes, which also included the the fight and the death between Achilles and Hector, in which Hector was defeated and he died. Um, so yeah, it lasted about 10 years, and until one morning when the Spartans had supposedly abandoned their camp um, and retreated back home. They After the 10 years, they decided it's time to go home. We lost the war. You have won. So that's what Trojans believed, and they found a mysterious wooden horse outside their gates, and they wondered what it was for. They assumed that it was like a sort of gift from the Spartans. Um, and they made it out of a wooden horse as to kind of symbolize Poseidon, to kind of honor Poseidon. Um, so that's why they feared that if they didn't accept the gift, then Poseidon would probably punish them, and he'd probably be extremely angry and punish them for not accepting such a beautiful gift, especially one made to honor Poseidon and to kind of wave the white flag and everything. So they accepted after much debate, after speculation, and after many people warning them that it was probably a trick, it was probably a ruse that the Spartans are using to trick them. After much speculation, they accepted the gift out of fear that Poseidon would punish them. So they accepted the gift into their gates, and that night they celebrated. They celebrated that they won the war and everything. But little did they know that within the Trojan horse, within this mysterious gift, there were the Poseidons hidden inside, waiting for the dead of night until they could ransack and pillage the city. Um, in doing so, they raped many of the women. They took many of the women and children as slaves, and they killed all the men. Maybe not all the men, but they killed the men and finally took over Troy, ending the 10-year war. After that, all the heroes went home. Odysseus went on his extremely long journey throughout the seas, trying to find home again. Um, and well, Achilles, he unfortunately died. He was thought to be immortal, but then the siege kind of made it known that he was in fact not immortal. So, yeah, that's the history of the Trojan horse. It's a very iconic story. It's very well known. It's a story that's been passed down through the centuries. It's probably been altered a little. Historians still don't know what exactly happened, if the Trojan War even happened, um, who won, and all that stuff. So I mean, we're just going off of basically historians are just going off of Odysseus' story, which could have been altered. Again, the story could have been altered by many to try to, I don't know, exaggerate some of the details and everything. But yeah, so that is my project over the Trojan horse. I'd like to thank Giselle. She kind of helped me with this. We helped each other. She made her lotus flower. Check her video out. Um, and she helped me with my Trojan horse, so I'd like to thank her. And yeah, I hope you liked my video. Thank you.